Evolution is back this Sunday. They are going to have an all-women's pay-per-view. And at first, the lead up to it, it didn't do much to build it because they got too many damn shows going on right now. I took a look at the card and it looks promising. So let's start with the Battle Royal. Do they say how many women are going to be in this Battle Royal? Do you recall?
I don't think so.
I don't recall either. But what I do know, this ain't the Royal Rumble. Like, there's no time intervals. They're all going to be in the ring at the same time, tossing each other out and over the rope. So having said that, who would you like to see win this Battle Royal? Stephanie, I was leaning towards Stephanie as well. Stephanie and Julia. If my boo Nia Jax's in there, I'm going to be cheering for Nia. This is for a title opportunity at Clash of Paris, which is at the end of August. So not too far away. Get up to SummerSlam, get past that, and then we have to anticipate the next title defense of whoever is the champion at that time. Although Nikki Bella said that she wants to win, I don't think that's happening.
Hell no.
And I think
she probably come close, probably be like in the final, like 3 or something like that. But I think Stephanie gonna come out on top. She's like Fatu right now, Like we was talking about this. She just got that natural people love her. And I would say Julia, but Julia, she got the United States title, so she chilling.
What if Bianca is ready to return?
That would be fire.
This is Clash at Paris. It's not SummerSlam. At first, if it was SummerSlam, I would say, okay, probably Stephanie, because Jade, she's getting a title shot against Tiffany, or whoever the women's champion is. Tiffany, Trish Stratus. I'm saying that they're wrestling each other this weekend, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So whoever wins that match is going to SummerSlam as the champ. That's who Jay's going to take on. So having said...
Trish ain't going to win.
We know Trish ain't going to win. I'm just saying.
We love you, Trish.
So had this been for a SummerSlam title shot, then Stephanie would have been an easy pick because we got to pick who's going for the Raw Women's Championship anyway. Having said that, this is going for a completely different PLE, but I think ride the momentum, ride the wave. Stephanie's hot. That's who we should go for. So I'm picking Stephanie as well. So we're both going with Stephanie to win this battle royal.
Yes, sir.
We got Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a no-holds-barred match. Now this one I'm looking forward to because I haven't seen Jade in a street fight type of capacity. And now we got crazy Naomi just doing her best work right now. This match can be either really good or it can be really mid. But I'm leaning towards really good. They're gonna put on their working shoes, and I predict Jade to win so she can keep that momentum going into SummerSlam because Naomi will get her lick back once she cashes in that damn briefcase on whoever that is. Who are you picking?
I'm picking Jade too, and then that'll be a reason for her to fuck up a match at SummerSlam.
There we go. So we're both rolling with Jade Cargill. Triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. We got Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Lyra, Valkyria. I expect this match to be excellent. All three of these ladies are going to go balls to the wall and have an amazing match. Because 3-ways, 4-ways, they're always fun. They always push the action. They're not slow. There's no, slow plotting, get the heat segments, action the entire time. Going off of Lyra's attitude on this past episode of Raw, it made me wonder if she's going to win. And you had picked before we knew this match was official that Lyra was going to get it back at some point. I don't think she's going to get it back this evening. I think Becky is going to sneak her way out of Atlanta with the IC Championship. Who are you picking?
I'll stick to my guns, man. I'm going Lyra. Becky and Bayley gonna have a feud, a whole separate feud. They're gonna build somebody else up to go against, a feud with Lyra.
I think they can't go wrong. I mean, hell, they might surprise us and put it on Bayley, and Bayley can be the third ever Intercontinental Women's Champion, but now they're hot potatoing that belt.
I just think, like I said, they was building Lyra up, a feud against these OGs, and for her to get that win against two WWE legends, that just kind of like solidifies her as like she the one.
I don't think that night's going to be her night, but I'll accept any outcome. But I think Becky's going to hold on to that a little bit more and put that extra stank on it in terms of some prestige, just being that great heel. I think Becky will be defending that title at SummerSlam against somebody who I don't know. Maybe it will be Bayley. We'll find out. I don't think this will be the definitive end of the story of these three women. But Becky's walking out. That's my pick. You pick Lyra. I pick Becky. Sounds good to me. At the end of the day, we win. The fans.
Yes, sir.
All right. You don't watch NXT, so you may not have an opinion on this match. But you've seen Jordynne Grace.
I have.
In Royal Rumbles, and she's going against Jacy Jayne, who is the current NXT Women's Champion, who beat Stephanie Valkyria to get the title. So Jacy Jayne, she's been at NXT for a minute. She's a good all-around wrestler, a great heel. Jordynne Grace she's just dope.
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse, yeah. She's really dope in the ring. Great moveset, unique look. It would be a safe pick for me to say that Jordynne Grace is going to get the title, because at some point she is going to get that title. And some titles have to change on this show. I think this is the one that I'm going to pick. So Jordynne Grace is going to get crowned the new NXT Women's Champion on this pay-per-view. Give me a shot in the dark. Just pick somebody randomly. Roll the dice.
Jordynne Grace.
Picking Jordynne Grace. All right.
Because them even bringing her in the Royal Rumble that year, I could see that they was very interested in her and they was invested. So once again, you want to set her up. You know what I'm saying? Like put her on the right trajectory to see how the crowd responds when she is champion or whatever, and then they gonna go from there. If they respond how they thought it was gonna respond, then they're gonna build on her or whatever, and they're gonna let her hold the belt for a little while and build up some prestige, and then try to set her up to bring it to the main shows, the main roster, because that's what they wanted to do in the first place. You got to prove yourself in NXT, then you move up.
In the case of Jordynne, I don't think it's even proving itself. I think it's just finding that room to get her in there. You know what I mean? You don't want her floundering around. That's why it took a minute for Roxanne to come up, and now Roxanne is finding her way. Now she got to shine in the Rumble. She was in there for like an hour or whatever. She got to shine in the Elimination Chamber. Now she's in the Judgment Day. But they got to find a spot for Jordynne to come in and who she's going to feud with. But it's only a matter of time before it happens. And right now, I think that NXT Women's Championship will be the catapult to make it happen.
You know who I could actually see her with? Chad Gable's group.
Oh, 100%.
They're like the Gladiators, the American Gladiators. 100%. That's what they are.
All right, we have a 4-way tag team title match. And we have our defending champions of Raquel Rodriguez and the interim champion Roxanne Perez, taking place of Liv Morgan, versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, versus the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, versus 2 other NXT standouts, Sol Ruca and Zaria. There's really no storyline leading up to this match except, Charlotte teaming up with Alexa Bliss reluctantly, but she's doing it. Kabuki Warriors are back together again. Sol Ruca, I don't know if you've seen her wrestle, but she has one of the dopest finishers ever. Doing the Soul Snatcher. This is a chance for her to really, really show out on a WWE PLE. Zaria's dope too. She's a powerhouse. So they've been quite a team in NXT. A chance for both of them to shine. I would have loved to see Lash Legend up here, but her tag team partner is no longer with WWE, so it is what it is. Perfectly fine. This match should be really dope. And when you think about it, here's the dopest part about just WWE NXT, is that their whole system. Every single one of these women came up through NXT.
That's fine.
That's a dope system. Right?
Circle back round.
I'm really looking forward to seeing this. This is going to be a dope match, a very dope match. In terms of who we're going to pick, I'm predicting Raquel and Roxanne to hold on to those tag titles to further along the story with Liv being out, but also Judgment Day having all the gold. Who are you picking?
Same thing.
Cool.
Same thing. To further the story out. And I called as I was like, they're going to do good, you know what I'm saying? And Judgment Day is going to start liking Roxanne more and being more acceptive of her. And then Liv's going to come back and just come like, yo, what's going on? Like, I know y'all just didn't, replace me, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's going to cause like friction within the faction or whatever.
And depending on how long Liv is out, because again, a dislocated shoulder can be a very long rehab process, especially if you don't need surgery or whatever. I don't know if they're going to hold on to those titles that long. They at least need to have them when she comes back.
Me too. Yeah, I agree.
That's what I think for a good story. Roxanne then took her tag team titles, Roxanne then took her best friend, and Roxanne then took her man.
Take her man.
There we go. All right, so now we got Tiffany Stratton versus the legend OG Hall of Famer Trish Stratus. This match kind of came out of nowhere, but it is what it is. I like the fact that Trish Stratus likes to come back and still work at a high level. I don't think a title reign is in her future, but she's going against the future in Tiffany Stratton. And I think this match is going to be very, very good.
It is.
But I don't think Trish is going to win. It's not happening.
No, I don't see it either. And shout out to Trish, man. Trish looks great.
Yes, she takes care of herself.
She does, and she's coming back and she's keeping up with this young talent too, man.
Yeah,
definitely a legend. Shout out to Trish, man.
Yeah, it's good to see you back. Happy to see you back. But yeah, Tiffany's going to get a strong win because Tiffany needs a strong win going into SummerSlam as well.
She does.
To go against Jade. You know what I mean? This is an easy pick. So we won't spend too much time here on this one. Now, what's not an easy pick? That's IYO SKY versus Rhea Ripley, which I expect this match to be off the charts.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I don't know who's going to win. IYO is not a lock. In that segment they did on Raw with Rhea, talking about how IYO has always had her number, Rhea has not beaten IYO SKY one-on-one. Leads me to believe that this might be the time when she does.
Yeah, and like I said, it's been long enough for her without a title, and I think it's time for her to get that title back for a little bit. It's time, for sure. Yeah.
Rhea versus Stephanie would be dope.
That would be very
IYO
fire.
Versus Stephanie would be dope.
You can't lose either way.
But it needs to be somebody new in contention. I don't want to see this match and see it again at SummerSlam. I want this match to have a definitive end. Rhea walks away with the title, and the rest of the year is the year of Mommy on top. Shout out to EO for being a great champion, a great two-time champion.
Salute.
But I think that reign comes to an end this weekend at Evolution.
Me too.
Right now, you're checking out VSOP.
Hip hop and wrestling.